Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted as always to be joined by my good friend Maxi Hughes. Maxi, first and foremost, mate, you have a good Christmas, good New Year?
Yeah, good Christmas, New Year, steady, quite low key. Managed to get an ear infection and COVID, so yeah, not bad.
Oh, well, there you go. Merry Christmas to you then, eh?
Yeah.
Well, listen, you had a good 2021, so it can't all go smoothly. Do you know what I mean? You have to have something to hit you.
Yeah, you can't have it all, can you?
Can't have all. And
karma doesn't let anybody have it all. We've seen through history, karma's generous, but not that generous.
Exactly, mate. Well, I seen your Instagram post, and you put a post up saying thank you 2021 and the sponsors and your team, because 2020 was a good year, it was a breakout year. In 2021, you claimed the British, then you claimed the IBO world title. 2022 then, I mean, it seems like you're just progressing. Like 2020, the John O'Carroll fight was a fight that you won, and then you went over to Dubai and become WC International Champion. In 2021, the dream of you've always wanted that dream to become British champion. Tick.
Yeah.
And you fought in a massive Headingley Stadium on the undercard of Warrington and Lara. Fought a Strathon who was probably, you weren't the favourite in that, maybe some people's eyes after his fight against them. Well,
Strathon was the favourite and heavily picked. I were not supposed to see final bell with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, underdog, so a good victory.
Good win 2021, but then again, like I said to you, 2020, 2021, you're progressing nicely. Now we're in 2022. What's going to happen, Maxi?
I've left it in the capable hands of my team, but I want a date and I want a challenge.
Mm.
So far, my last 3 fights, I've fought for a new belt each time. So that's kind of nice if that continues. But yeah, so we're looking now. I'm waiting for a date and some fight news. But the kind of opponents I want, obviously, I'm looking straight in front of me, which your 2 top guys with the belts are Haney and Kambosos. I'm happy to go and fight either of them in the back garden. I think I've made that clear. Everybody knows that. But if they fight each other, then that obviously rules that fight out. So the next best thing is just whoever's ranked above me. That's the kind of fights that I want. The ones that are a greater challenge that I can be heavily motivated for. And let's see how far I can go in boxing. And the aim is to go and get another world title, one of the main 4. So that's my goals, and hopefully my team can deliver it. Now part of the Matchroom stable, so Eddie's probably the biggest promoter in the world now. So I'd say I'm in good hands with Matchroom and MTK to deliver and secure some big fights.
Maxi, obviously, there's a lot of talk about Kambosos and Haney fighting in Australia. So, do you know what I mean? For you to get into might be a bit far-fetched. That might be into the distant future rather than immediately.
Yeah.
2022. But there is guys in that lightweight division. It's the most stacked division and probably the most talented division and the most exciting division right now. But you do have Hogan and Linares coming off a loss. Great fighter for you to fight, a great name for you to fight. Do you know what I mean? Got Lopez, who's coming off a loss. You might want to get back in. You might think that you might be that easy touch to get back in that wing column. Do you know what I mean? Jojo Diaz coming off a loss against Devin Hay, another big name out in the States. And who knows, Ryan Garcia hasn't fought in a while, another big name. So there is names out there for you to stamp your authority or get in there and show the lightweight division that there isn't just the Garcias, the Haneys, Kambosos, Lopez's, and Lomachenko's, and that there is Maxi Hughes in there as well. So have you thought about? Have your team thought about these guys that are coming off losses?
I think so. Yeah, I know Lee Eaton stated a few of them names that it wouldn't mind me going in with.
Linares as well.
Yeah, same, absolutely. Yeah, that's a fight that I would really love. I'm still to this day a fan of Linares. I remember watching it first getting to know Linares when watching the HBO 24/7s, watching a Manny Pacquiao. I forgot who Pacquiao were fighting, but at the time Linares was his stablemate with Freddie Roach, and he fought for WBC lightweight title. He ended up losing against Antonio DeMarco.
Yeah,
but since then, I started following and watching Linares, and brilliant fighter, amazing fighters, good to watch. And, you know, I am a fan. So, you know, I'd love that fight, you know, that my name's going to be, you know, up against his, you know, that's an achievement in itself. But yeah, fights like that, you know, I would love. And as well, I think it was last year, his last fight, Francisco Patera. I think he's with Matchroom, but he had a decent win, and he called me out. He said that I'm a fight that he would like to come to UK for. So again, that's another fight. A good fighter, came over here and he beat Lewis Ritson, former European champion, progressing to that world stage. You know, he's a top 10 world rated fighter. So again, he's another name who I would like. So any of these guys, I'd be happy and willing to face. So just see what. I think Eddie's on holiday at the minute, and apparently everybody's going to get some sort of news when Eddie's back off holiday. Everyone might be turning up at airports saying, "Come on, Eddie, we want some news. We want some news, man."
Well, busy man, he deserves a break, old Eddie, man, because he does.
Yeah,
the guy, man, he does travel a lot, and he is a busy man.
Yeah.
Actually, you do have them hopes and dreams of fighting out in the US, though, don't you? You kind of want 2022. You want to make your New York, Las Vegas, or whatever debut, don't you?
Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, that's definitely a big goal of mine, to fight over there. So Eddie does plenty of shows over there. So, you know, and for these, like you say, the further distant future to fight for the one of the 4 belts. People say, you know, the critics usually on social media saying, "Oh, he's not a big enough name." So it's down to my team and promoter Eddie to make me a bigger name. Get me out in America. Let me fight over there and see what I can do and put some good performances on over there and make that bigger name so that then bigger fights can continue to be made.
I mean, Richard Comey as well. Like, he's probably a forgotten man, but he's a great fighter. He's coming off a loss against Lomachenko, so.
Yeah, he's dynamite. He's coming in. I remember when he used to be based in UK as well.
What I'm saying is, like, there's 3 solid fighters there that are coming off a loss, but
yeah,
they're still elite fighters in terms. You know what I mean? Richard Comey, even though he lost against Lomachenko, man, but he's still a quality operator and a name, former IBF world champion. It's still a name there. Because I feel like for you, Maxi, you need these guys that are in that top 10 right now.
Yeah, and I think to really get some respect on my name from them top 10 guys, I think a win over another top 10 guy is the way to do it, isn't it? So hopefully my team can deliver on that, and we'll go from there. I'll make sure, hopefully, as long as I test negative this week, I'll be able to go back to the gym next week and continue you know, progressing and learning and getting ready for that phone call and that date coming. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Well, I hope you've been on that treadmill over Christmas, mate. I can see that treadmill behind you.
I have, mate, to be honest. Yeah, I've been doing some good stuff. And like with COVID, I only tested because I saw my mum Christmas Day and she tested positive after. So I never had any symptoms and I still haven't. But I think the only thing that COVID has done is stole some of the fitness that I already had.
Yeah.
Because I thought it's not affecting me at all, this. So got on treadmill and then my lungs couldn't do what they were used to doing. And I'm like, it's been installed me bloody fitness.
Well, there you go, man. Listen, as long as you get back in that gym, get your fitness up and you're staying healthy, man, that's a main thing. But there's one name I want to throw at you. It's a curveball. It's coming from left field, as the Americans would say. But Ricky Burns has returned down at lightweight.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Have you thought about him as a possible opponent?
Yeah, that'd be a fight I would take as well. Again, Ricky, who I looked up to in early days in my professional career when he first won the world title against Rocky Martinez.
Yep.
Great win, and he went on a great run as Ricky, and you know, for him to still be around now, and you know, me and him top guys in division. So yeah, it's a fight I would like. I don't know how. Don't think he's with Matchroom anymore. Is he with? Yeah, or Sky, is it? But yeah, I'm sure it'd still be an easy enough fight to make. Yeah, so yeah, he's obviously, again, is he 3 or 4, isn't he?
In the ranking?
4-time world champion, 4 weight.
3 weight world champion, yep.
Yeah, so what a name. Is one of best the UK's ever had, Ricky Burns. So yeah, it's, to have Ricky's name on the records, that'd speak volumes and gain some respect. So yeah, definitely.
Maxi, let me put this to you then. Obviously, George Kambosos Jr. is coming off a great win against Lopez, but for you, who is the number one guy in the division right now for you? Is it still Lomachenko? Is it Kambosos now? Who is the number one, the top dog in that division?
It's for me, he's choosing between Kambosos for what he just did. And obviously I watched Loma's performance against Commey, and he were still he's brilliant, isn't he? It sort of showed that it was probably right what he was saying about the Lopez fight. He might have had a shoulder injury, taking nothing away from Lopez. That were his big night. But yeah, he's he's still in fantastic form and he looked brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Maxi, one final one from yourself. If this is me and you doing this interview in a year's time, January 2023, what would you like to have achieved? What would you like to have around your waist? What would be your dream scenario come a year's time?
A belt what will look good round my waist is a money belt filled with money.
Filled with money? Well, listen, find that belt, let me know and give me a share of it.
Yeah, I would like to sit here in a year's time and say, been to America and been and got another one of the 4 main world title belts would be nice, and I tried to not let myself get bothered by people giving me shit about, IBO. Somebody said the other day, you get a free IBO title when you buy a kid's Happy Meal from McDonald's. For fuck's sake, man! Come on, give me some respect. Look at the guy who I took it off.
Yeah,
that's an achievement in itself. And I don't know why the IBO gets stick like. Look at the names who's had it and currently got it, and that. So, but yeah, to continue achieving big fights. Would be nice to say I've been to America or Australia, and got another world title. That's my goals anyway. My short-term goals for next year.
Well, Maxi, fingers crossed for you. Listen, hopefully you test negative in the coming week. You can get back in the gym and start training, and you get some fight news soon. When you do get fight news, you know me, mate. I'll be on the WhatsApp. I'll be giving you a message.
Mate, yeah.
All right, and we'll get short. But listen, stay safe, stay healthy, man. I'll speak to you soon, Maxi. I appreciate this.
Yep. See you, Andy.
Yeah, Maxi. Thanks, brother.
Bye, mate. Bye.